What is up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here, and today we're continuing with, I believe this is maybe part 4 of the fists only challenge run for the first Berserker Khazan. So this is my first playthrough. This is a blind playthrough, and doing my best to navigate through. We're getting to the point where I'm about to end with VIPER and then go into completely new content. So far, we've already seen a bunch of new features added in the full release, as well as some NPCs that weren't there prior. So that's pretty exciting. But we've already spoke to Defrona, and we're familiar with this area, so we're going to go ahead and continue onward and kick some butt. We do have a chat goal, and that, of course, is for the bonus Bloodborne stream this weekend. Looking forward to hosting it if you guys are able to meet that goal. I just ended up changing it to one big super chat as opposed to an additional 3. So if we can get the one larger chat, then we're good to go. And I just want to make sure that happens. I really want to do that stream for you guys, so or with you guys, honestly. But anyways, we're going to continue. We're starting a little bit early today just because I really want to get as many attempts in as possible. They've been patching the game and balancing it like crazy these last few days, and it's my knowledge that unfortunately I do believe they've nerfed the VIPER boss, which was everybody was whining about, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. I'm still gonna beat every boss in the game fists only, so it doesn't matter. This is a good example of a boss or an enemy that teaches you how to prepare for the boss, which is really fun. Shay, this is, hey, I'm guarding, so listening in, no worries. Hopefully you're having a great day. It is a beautiful day outside. Tomorrow's gonna be really nasty though. It's gonna rain like crazy. That's actually one of his like introductory moves. You can break the horns of the lizards. Alright, we're gonna have to do some Oh, okay, thank you. Gonna have to be a little more aggressive with the stamina. This guy's gonna teach us the attacks, and obviously fighting VIPER 100 times will also help, so it'll be good. They get so angry whenever you brutal attack them. I don't blame them though. Today we beat the boss that has been the gatekeeper for everybody on the internet complaining about the difficulty. The devs were so nice that they even made they not only nerfed the VIPER boss, but they also made easy mode easier. So it's like, guys, stop complaining. It's gonna be fine. But yeah, they're hearing, I mean, it just goes to show how the team is definitely aware of the concerns. But I'm gonna be honest, if I make a game, there is no easy mode on my game. Gotta skill up, baby. Matthias. How goes it? They nerfed the boss, the VIPER boss, so it should be a little easier. That's unfortunate. I wanted to fight him at his base difficulty, fists only. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do that now. I guess I could play offline, but it's too late. I mean, I already turned it on, but it doesn't matter. I guess even so, we're going to do our best to fight him and kick some butt. Matthias says, hey, Inhuman and Shayla, hope everyone's day is going... Yeah, it's going great. It's a beautiful day outside, but we get one nice day before we get thunderstorms tomorrow. So I'm gonna savor today. I really wish I could have beat him before the nerf, but that does drive me insane. Like in Lords of the Fallen, I beat it before all the nerfs, which was really nice. Like, I like to beat the game before it gets nerfed to hell. Okay. I should have gone behind him. Oh gosh. Die, please. Oh, I missed. I missed. I've used all my heals on this idiot. Big boy. Alright. Of course, after I painstakingly suffered and finally beat the stupid gecko lizard, suffered through enough. Yeah, I figured that would happen. I'm actually pretty upset about that. I don't think that they should nerf a boss on a standard difficulty. You know, if there's a mechanic that's broken about it, then that could be addressed. But it's just really a matter of, like, if you learn the patterns and you execute it, and the closer to perfection you execute it at, the better you're gonna be off. So it's like this game requires that, much like Liza P. Like, you can't dodge everything, or you gotta use all your different tools. And it's unfortunate that they kind of give in to the community, because I guarantee that the majority of people don't mind that it's hard. I guarantee that the majority of people don't mind. I wonder if I can cheese something here. The majority of people probably don't care that it's hard, but the majority of people that comment are the minority of the community. And so they're probably going to be the ones that are loudest and complaining, so that's what you see most. And that kind of distorts the perception of what the actual community believes. But my thing is, usually it's good to know that the devs are paying attention to everybody. Damn it. I'm not trying to die to these idiots, because I want to actually have some health for the real enemies. But anyways, it's good that they're listening, but they also need to have, you know, they can't just give in to every beck and whim of the community, because we're a bunch of a Souls-like community, man. As much as I like the Souls games, I'm not really a big fan of the community. They're very needy and whiny. To me, I think that unless there was something broken with the fight itself, from a mechanics perspective, it should just stay as it is. Did I just get hit? I got hit by something. Damn it, this is gonna take forever. But no, I don't believe that the fight should have been nerfed at all. I think the easy difficulty being easier, that's fine, that's fair. Make easy one hit, you kill a boss, that's fine. That doesn't matter, because now you're saying you're just here for the story, not so much the challenge. That's fine. But if you have a game that's supposed to be difficult, you can keep it difficult, and it's not for everybody. You don't have to make and please everybody. You don't have to make the game for everybody or fully accessible to everybody, and you don't have to change what you're trying to do because people are struggling. Eventually, the people, if they care enough and they want it bad enough, they will play. And they will get better, and they will overcome the challenge you set forth for them. And I think that's the amazing thing about games, in my opinion. This guy, his little strafe is so funny, but it's enough to dodge my entire move. I wasted my stamina. I hope they don't continue nerfing stuff like that, but I will consider this, like, since it was part of the closed beta test, part of the beginning or kind of the introductory area of the game. So it's like, you already fought 3 bosses and you can fight, I guess, up to 4 at this point. But I hope that they don't continue doing that. They did buff a few bosses, which I like that. I'm like, in my opinion, you can buff a boss all day, but you shouldn't be nerfing them so much unless they have just some sort of cheap mechanic that's really hard to learn or that you just can't avoid, kind of thing. Like, I think Millennia, her stupid falcon attack was really cheap. There were ways to avoid it, but how much you had to try to get there and learn it, it was pretty unfair. But it was fine because, I mean, she's still beatable, and if you kill her fast enough, sometimes she wouldn't do that. There were other ways to avoid it, but I feel like that was kind of cheap. Like that little desperation move that every boss has that kills you in one hit. I'm not a big fan of that, but if the boss has it, then we need to learn the signs to avoid it, in my opinion. Okay, I'm gonna try and catch up on chat, but this guy's whooping my butt right now. There you go. Man, okay. The comments are long. I can't focus long enough. Because you can't pause this game. So I'm gonna read them in just a minute, guys. The nerfs were unneeded. I agree, Zax. I'll catch up on everybody else's chats because your chats are small. The nerfs were totally unneeded. I don't like nerfs on bosses at all. I actually really don't like that, because that just means that the devs are giving in to the 10 people in the community that are like posting and saying your game sucks and it's gonna prevent everybody from liking it. Cool, okay, I died. I am not big on nerfs, and it actually makes me upset because I wanted to beat the Viper at his hardest difficulty. So Viper on your first try, shoot. I haven't first tried any boss actually, Emmanuel, but I do plan on beating him before the end of the stream. Matthias says, I'm gonna be that guy that says, of course Inhuman beats the Lizard post-launch with no problems. I know, exactly, because people are gonna be like, well yeah, he got nerfed. Like, this is the world we live in now. Like, I know you're joking, Matthias, but people will seriously do that and be like, well yeah, it was post-nerf. Like, I did, whenever I was the first to beat the Trial of the Sekimas and Path of Exile 2 using Thorns only, everybody was like, the trials are so broken, they're so unfair, and I beat it. And people were like, well yeah, I thought you were gonna beat it on, I thought you were gonna beat it at the pinnacle difficulty. I'm like, everyone could barely beat it on the first difficulty with a melee character. I did it with Thorns only, meaning I have to get hit every single time to do damage. And so that means that you're more likely to fail. And they're like, well yeah, of course you did that. I'm like, you guys are ridiculous. Viewers are impossible to please, but your joke, believe it or not, is what people honestly seriously say. And it's just funny because it's like, man, even if you do something amazing, it doesn't matter, because it's always like, oh, well yeah, I knew you could do that. I just thought. That's how I'm like, well, post-nerf. I'm a coward because I beat him post-nerf. Nerfed my spear build. Yeah, so now one of the attacks consumes more spirit, which that's of course a nerf. But that weapon's pretty strong, so it is kind of what it is. Matthias says, right, I didn't complain about how hard that boss was at all. Your words are hitting my good heart. No! It's not that I don't mind people complaining about that it's hard and saying like, man, I'm struggling with this. That's not the problem. The problem is when you go complain to the dev and you say, dev, the game is so hard and no one's gonna play your game and it's so difficult and you're separating the player base. That is foolish. And it's just not true. If you're having a tough time with it, that's fine. On the closed beta test, it took me hours to beat just about every single boss except the Yeti. Hours. So I'm not ashamed of that at all. I always die a lot on bosses, but then usually I whoop the mess out of them when I win. And usually I'm doing a challenge run. But even when I'm not, I will try and I die multiple times, sometimes hours, and then I'll win. I understand that like ultimately it's a skill issue with me, not that the game's unbalanced, right? And so I don't usually say, oh my gosh, this is so hard. I'm like, yeah, this is like, I'll be like, yep, this is going to be a challenge, because I know how high they've set the bar at that point. But normally, no, I don't. I think complaining and I don't want to say the word, but whining to the devs is really, I don't know, it's just unnecessary. You need to do that. We don't run $1 billion business. Let them run theirs. $1 million gaming company. Let them run theirs. I think they know what they're doing. It's okay to complain about how it's hard, but when you go to the devs and stuff, that's just so dumb. If they start getting the perception like, oh my gosh, maybe it is too hard, especially if it's, I don't know, a newer dev, and this is like, you know, I don't know how experienced these guys are. I had never heard of them until this, so who knows? If they listen to every single complaint, then the game's gonna be freaking Mario Maker, right? Super Mario, whatever. It's just gonna be a Burger King experience. Have it your way. But yeah, they shouldn't have nerfed any of the bosses, in my opinion. I don't mind that they buffed the bosses. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean, definitely not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but I just don't think, you can complain about how difficult all day, that's fine. But if you go complain to the devs, like, that audience, when they hear it, they're gonna start trying to make changes because they're afraid, because like they're trying to hit a bottom line, and now their vision is gonna be tainted by, oh crap, what if no one buys the game because everybody's saying you can't even get through the first boss or whatever, you know? And people were saying that's the second boss of the game. It's like, no, how is that the second boss? It's the Yeti, the Blade Phantom, which is super hard in my opinion, and then the Viper. But that's the third boss, so I don't know. But everybody complains about Viper. The boss that needed a nerf, they didn't even touch. The Witch, right? Nerfed bosses, you just need to learn the moveset. Yeah, I mean, every boss here is all about memorize the moveset, how to counter. Where is this game compared to Lies of P? As far as difficulty and fun, according to you, I remember you saying Lies of P is one of your favorites. Lies of P is one of my favorites. The most similar it is to Lies of P is the emphasis on perfect blocks. So in this game, they call it Brink guards, and I think they're called perfect guards in Lies of P. So you can't necessarily dodge through everything and dodge roll spam like you can in every other Souls-like game, but you can do perfect guards, and those don't use as much stamina. You can also stagger the boss, so it's like a mix of Sekiro and Lies of P when it comes to the emphasis on the blocking and parrying. Now remember that parrying is going to be a little bit more difficult in those games, or specifically in Lies of P, than it is a perfect guard. Perfect guard, you just tap one button at the moment of impact, and if you do it right, you get a good benefit. You lose the stagger meter increases, and or stamina decreases in this game, and you can eventually get a stagger at some point. When it comes to like the attacks, again, it's stamina management, so it's very Souls-like in that, and Souls inspired in that regard. But the fact that you're not dodge roll spamming, and you're not doing this the whole time through the fight like you can in just about every Souls game, you know, I like that, because to me, like in Wukong and Lies of P, it's just more satisfying to get perfect timing multiple times in a fight, like in a sequence or a very complicated combo. Whenever you just nail all the perfect blocks, there's just nothing more satisfying than that to me. It's just a good feeling. I definitely need to complain to the devs. I just saved it for you guys and my wife. Respectable. I was so pissed whenever I was doing the closed beta test. I didn't realize that I was like, okay. So during the closed beta test, I ended up quitting, not midstream, but I finished, and I was like, yep, I can't beat this Viper guy. He's pissing me off. I was using phantoms and everything, couldn't beat him. And then I was like, alright, I'm hangry. So I came back and did the stream later that night, and it was Matthias and his wife, with literally the only people watching that night. And I beat it. I beat the demo that night. So I mean, it took me forever, and yeah, it kicked my ass. But that's okay. Like ultimately, to me, like whenever something challenges me that hard, I know I'm just gonna get better. So I don't know. I have a different reaction to adversity. Trust me, I've dealt with it a bunch in real life. So in a video game, it's like, it's a choice. Adversity is the spice of life for me. Nightmare mode, says Zax. That's good. You told me about having several bosses that were like Elden Ring DLC difficulty. Unfortunately, I never will and have not played the DLC, just for various reasons. Okay, good. Yeah, don't spoil then. Definitely don't spoil. No spoilers, please. But all the information you were sharing yesterday was great. I love that, and I appreciate that. You're gonna help me get the Executioner set, don't forget, okay? After we beat Viper, of course. Yep. See, the thing is, I can't counterattack without a weapon. You can't initiate the counterattack move. You can only parry, and you can, of course, guard and dodge. But you're unable to execute a counterattack without a weapon equipped. Ah, I missed. This is good practice for the boss anyways, in my opinion. I should start attacking him from the back, because honestly, I don't really care to... It's fine. This is good practice, nonetheless. Yeah, all of the bosses have a certain mechanic, and we learn the mechanics throughout the enemies in the levels. So that's why games like this are just so well done. When the enemies teach you and prepare you for the boss, and you're like, oh, I've seen this before, and it becomes something that's almost subconscious. You're like, oh, okay, I know how to deal with this threat. It's not like the boss has all these unique moves and they just kill you easily the first try because they're just so like broken, you know? It's like, oh, I've been seeing this entire moveset the whole time. How awesome is that? I didn't get it. Oh, that's right, that's right. You get spirit from that. Sir, I am tired of your face. Tired of it. Thank you. Walter, what's going on, brother? Walter says, I wait for your walkthroughs and hope for the best. Oh man, so, you know, it's funny though, because in this game, a walkthrough in this game is, you can do it. But the thing is, I'm taking so long on my challenge run, I am not doing a secondary run off stream. I'm not, because I don't think, I may or may not do a lore video, but I don't believe I am going to. Not for anything other than I just want to kind of consolidate what I'm focusing on from the lore channel. This game's amazing, and normally, yes, I would jump on the opportunity, but because I haven't already taken the advantage of the 3 days early access to beat it and get the content and all that, I'm just going to take my time with this challenge run, and I may or may not do a challenge a walkthrough. I don't know if it's necessary. The game's pretty, I mean, it could be. I don't know. Could be. Can you just aggro alone and not wake up your friend? Oh, you didn't do the 1, 2, 3, 4? Ah! Okay, that's the 4-hit combo. The 4-piece combo. But yeah, if we really need a guide, it would be a little later, unfortunately. I apologize for that ahead of time. So far, it seems linear enough, is what I'm trying to get at. But I could be wrong. I think Zach said that the levels open up quite a bit, so I may or may not. But it's just going to be one of those things where, yep, it's going to come out a lot later than you probably would need it. Okay, so rush this guy. Oh gosh, okay. Ah, you're an archer. Get away from me. Get away from me. Thank you. Gosh. Emmanuel says, the answer should be go get a Nintendo. No matter the Viper killed me 35 times. No. Yeah, I mean, that's about right for me. Like, I will die for hours, and then I finally get it. Once you get the ridden set, you'll actually be able to do unarmed run, since the brink regen helps a lot. Good. Second ending only, sadly. So, oh, without spoilers, are there multiple endings? I believe there would be. To me, it seems that there would be, based on a few factors that I've been kind of paying attention to. I'd like to know that. It's very yeah, it is very linear. And I imagine, if anything, you can probably get both endings in one playthrough. Because it seems like you can replay chapters and stuff, so there would be no reason to play it a whole second time unless you can only get it in New Game Plus, you know, because there's a new mechanic now, you know. Which that would be unfortunate, but we've seen it before. Yeah, just 2. Yeah, I figure there's like the normal ending and the true ending, I bet. Good stuff. Cool. So we got our little items and stuff. Very, very good. Got our butts handed to us. We got killed by that guy a lot. Okay, so up here, there's actually the first kind of introduction to the puzzles. Gonna be a few statues that are facing the wrong direction we have to kind of correct. But I'm gonna be looking around for some loot. Same staircase. Okay, good. Hey, buddy, brother. Brother. Why would you take so long to advance? So, Emmanuel, you've beaten the game as well, it seems, huh? Man, I did not play for a minute after the stream, so I only play 3 hours a day. I mean, obviously I do believe I should have played more in terms of like, I should have had that second file going, but I just really didn't feel like it. This game's amazing, but I have to manage 3 channels. So I don't have time to like, especially if I'm actually gonna be posting on those channels, I can't just be like, all right, let's dedicate everything to one game. I can't. So I have to pick and choose. You guys are not very nice. Death. Okay. But no, this game's amazing. So far, this is the best game I've played all year. I finished Platinum today on New Game Plus. Nice, very nice. Okay, do I have to fight you? I do have to fight you, I bet. Yep, that's the trigger right there. You're so annoying. I have to get better at beating you then, in that case. Ow. Ooh. Get some stamina back here. It's so cool how they have attacks that they know you're behind them, right? And so they try and clear that area. That's just awesome. And you do more damage from behind anyways, which is awesome. Ah, I missed. The journal can be kind of hard and annoying. Yeah, I imagine. You have to probably get all those little the journal entries from that you can see when you go to the pillar or whatever that little the map thing is, and you have to see all the relationships and all that. I figured that was part of it. But yeah, you guys are doing great. You platinumed it before the actual game came out, before the official launch. I wanted to get my health back there. Buddy. Oh, your challenge is in the book. Okay. The motivation behind this, I just do challenge runs all the time. So like, to me, a game in its normal difficulty is it's gonna be something I can beat relatively, like, not easily, but just not as hard as I would like. I like a challenge essentially. So the whole point is I like a challenge, and beating a game, like, okay, in this game you have your weapons, you can level and do whatever else. Well, like, there's no restrictions. So beating a game as intended without restrictions, to me, is quite boring. I don't mind doing it one time to be like, oh, that's what the devs intended. But normally, that experience to me is a little stale. And I like to challenge myself, because I feel like every time you challenge yourself, you just get better anyways. And I always want to be playing at like the top tier level, so. And it's not because I care or I'm going to get a pat on the back or anything like that, because that's not going to happen. Very few people are going to watch this, and very few people will ever know what I did. And somebody with more followers will probably do it, and then, you know, they'll get all the glory. I don't care nothing about that. I just want to do it for me. And if I do happen to get noticed, that's great, because I love the game, and it's a game that I want to have, you know, people, you know, I want to bring attention to it, kind of thing. Ooh, that was awesome. That was a really cool finisher. But in either case, I'm doing this just for me. There's no actual motivation other than I normally just do challenge runs pretty regularly, so I hadn't done one since my torch only and fist only attempt at Bloodborne, so I just wanted to, you know, push myself a little bit and do another challenge run. I haven't done one in quite some time. So yeah, this is why I'm doing it. That's really the motivation. The game, I think, with weapons is not bad at all. Oops. I don't think it's very... I think it's a challenging game. I don't think it's so hard, you know? I think it's a pretty good game. To answer your question from yesterday, yes, there are illusory walls, but you have to interact with them to dissipate. You have to progress in the game. I got the execution set today. Very nice. Come here, buddy. Come here. I want to give him a treat. Conditions on elite fights. They give rewards. Some have tomes and scrolls. Okay, cool. Respect, says Ortega. Why is everybody fighting me now? That's so annoying. It's because you're too close to your little friend. But yeah, there is no actual motive. Like, I'm not doing this because, you know, I don't care about the reasons for like the engagement, because honestly, like, as a challenge run channel, like, nobody watches my stuff. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of stuff I do in that regard. So when I'm doing the challenge run, I'm just doing it for me, really. And if I can get more exposure for the game, then good. But other than that, no, I don't really. I'm not like, oh, I'm doing this so I can get viral. Like, that's not gonna happen. That's just not the way that works. So instead of doing that and doing it for views, I do it for just to get better. And that's just my style, you know. I just prefer hard games. I like making games harder. And in general, I think games are relatively easy. I don't think Souls-likes are really kind of overestimated in terms of their difficulty, because it's just cool to complain about stuff, especially as a content creator, and I don't really like to do that. So instead, I'm like, oh, okay, you guys say it's so hard. Well, let me do it with a torch. You know, I'm that guy. So I'm kind of a jerk. That's probably why. So why do I do challenge runs? Because I'm a jerk. You guys are watching, and that's more than enough for me. So definitely don't take that what I said in mind. Meaning, like, I'm not doing it so I can be like, oh, I want to go viral. I want the whole world to see this. Like, that's just not going to happen. When early on in my career, I thought that would happen, you know, but that's just not the channel that's not the demographic and the community I've created, where it's like people want to see challenge runs. People just want to watch me play, and that's fine. And I learned that is kind of what I want too. I don't want just a bunch of randos, you know. Oh no, again. Okay, yeah, lovely. So I do appreciate all's viewers. That's more than enough for me. And that's what I was trying to say. Like, I'm not doing it for all the views and stuff. I'm doing it just for fun. If I can get views, that's fantastic. But I'll tell you this, as I've told you guys many times before, streaming is the least profitable thing I do, and it takes up much of my time. But I do it because I want the community aspect, and I really care about hanging out with you guys and doing this live. I think he's behind me. So if I was purely motivated by money, I would be doing things way differently. But I'm not. I'm here because I love doing what I do. I like hanging out with you guys, and streaming has been one of my newest passions that I actually just love doing, because I get to connect with you guys. Whereas in the comment section of like my lore video, even though that channel is like so much bigger and makes way more money, I'm just not able to connect with you guys in that way. And a lot of times it just, you get a lot of the, you know, people that are, you know, experts and snobs, or and they're just being ugly, right? And here, live, you know, very rarely are people mean. People are usually very supportive, and they're nice, and you get to learn about them and stuff, and things aren't lost in translation either. No, that's the wrong way. That's fine. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. But you guys are awesome, and I love you guys are here. And that's why I do it. I mean, I've been streaming now for a period of time, about 5 days a week, and the viewership kind of varies, but it's about where it's at now. And it usually sticks right around where it's at now. It hasn't grown much, but the whole thing is I'm still gonna do it because I love streaming, and I like the little group we have. If I can grow up more, great, because that then helps me and from a financial perspective too. But as a full-time content creator, you always have to think about that, right? Because I have a whole family. But I have to balance things out, and that's why I'm like, you know what? I can't do a secondary file and be playing this for 3 hours and then come back home after the break and then do, you know, more. I have to focus on my other channels. So my goal this year is to maintain and consistently post across those channels. And that would be able to help me more so than just maybe zeroing in on one thing at a time. I can just kind of do lots of different projects at once. Okay, so there's only him, but if I fight him, he has a brother over here. Yep, this guy. Can you come over here? No? Okay, that's fine. Thought there was a bro. Yeah, here you go. No! No! Do the thing! Okay. I'm gonna get shot. You missed me. Yeah, and him and we're watching, so technically we're nobodies. Oh gosh, here we go. I'm getting canceled. No, I meant like the challenge runs I've done. I have done some crazy stuff. World's first, like God of War Ragnarok, Fist only, things on the very first play, all these things, right? But in the giant billions of people on YouTube, those videos don't even have over 1,000 views. So less than 1,000 people out of the millions of people that could watch it on YouTube don't. That's why I meant nobody watches it. Nobody in meaning like out of the giant pool of viewers, like it's like 0.0001% watch those types of videos on my channel. So that's why I'm like, I'm not doing it for viewership anymore. I'm doing it just for fun, for you guys. I like watching this while I eat. Nice. What are you eating, by the way? I'm about to play Atom Fall, another hard game. Never heard of it. Atom Fall. Interesting. Emmanuel says, I've gotten so much better at games after watching you play. Well, thank you. I try to break it down. A lot of my experience in life is about training and teaching, so I just kind of talk about my thought process, and hopefully that helps you. Atom Fall. Tell me about that game, Zax. Zax, are you going to try AI Limit? That released today after I beat Berserker. I'm definitely moving to AI Limit. Nice. I wonder if he will. You're dead, brother. Alright, cool. So now we're good. We're gonna run. We're gonna grab. We're gonna run. That's a trap. Remember that particular area is a trap. Go away, go away, go away. But yeah, mostly I just want to have fun with it. And the most fun I can have is by challenging myself. If for whatever reason it makes me miserable, then yeah, I probably wouldn't do it. I've quit some challenge runs before because they pissed me off. It just happens. Sometimes it's like, yep, this is just not gonna work. Missed me. Thank you. Good gosh. I need iframes. How did you had iframes. That's no fun. That is hard to dodge, my friend. Or hard to guard. You're too slow almost. Gotta watch the elbow, as I say. Whew. We're just playing with you, compadre. No, I know. But I do want to explain, because there will be that one person that's like, oh my gosh, he's such a jerk. He just said XYZ. And then 10 years from now, I get canceled, you know? That'll happen. Zach says, I tried it but didn't like it. Atom Fall is better, plus it's free on... Ooh. It's free on the Game Pass. Okay, cool. That's interesting. So it's a Souls-like? I really don't think this is possible, but anything is possible. Look how far we've gotten so far. I thought this was a trap. It is a trap. Anything's possible. A frozen mountain spear. So now we have elemental imbued weapons. That's interesting. Ooh. But does it really have frozen stuff? Maybe it's just called that. Yeah, it doesn't actually have. I was looking for like freeze damage or whatever, cold damage. That's interesting. Okay, well, whatever. Once we're done with this level, we do need to go back and, you know, not craft stuff, but sell some things and get rid of all our stuff and free up some inventory space, because I'm a nut when it comes to like nice and neat. We got to keep it nice and neat, kids. You're the Inhuman one? Yes, I am. That is my name. The name I've taken for myself. So I do plan on doing it. It's going to take me forever, and that's fine. But I still want to do it, and I still want to be the first. And that's why I'm challenging myself to be the first. I think I can do it. Just more so like, can I do it first?
Device is still working.
It is.
Mortal.
He's so mean. Mortal. Survival game, similar to Fallout. I love Fallout. Fallout 3 is one of my favorite games of all time. My wife also loves the game. We were actually going to, we tried to, but in the state that I live in, the way the marriage works is a little different. So like you have to apply for the marriage license, and then you get it like several days later and stuff. We tried to coordinate our marriage date on the date the bombs dropped in Fallout 3. So it was, that's how big of a fan we are. This is back behind Defrona. I don't know if Zax thinks it can be done. I know he says that some of the bosses were incredibly difficult. I can only imagine whenever they talk about Elden Ring DLC difficulty, everybody was complaining about that. I can only imagine that's kind of tough. But I wouldn't say it's impossible. It's definitely a skill thing. And it's more so like, will I break? Will my resolve break? Will I be unable to continue because I just get so frustrated? And I've been doing my best to not. And normally I was fine. Like I normally never get. If I just kind of get. Shayla knows. I get real quiet and I just focus in whenever like I'm getting my ass beat. But there were a few challenge runs where I was just getting so pissed, and I just was getting burnt out of challenge runs, and I stopped doing them for a period because I was just over it. But and I feel refreshed now, having not have to, you know, do that. So, ooh, our stamina recovery has jumped up. That's awesome. So good, so good. We're gonna get you stronger, Keshta. That's his name, right? Yep. But yeah. Unarmed, yeah, I just need Ridden Set and Allied that gives you Nether when you do Brutal. Exactly. Matthias says, just a suggestion because it's your playthrough and it may benefit you more storing higher grade gear instead of selling it. You may be able to break it down later for materials, but of course, yeah, I definitely am going to break down the cheaper stuff and save, like, I want to have at least one of the kind of cool, unique sets, just because I just like to collect stuff like that. I'm a weirdo. So yes, I will definitely do that, and that's an excellent tip. I'm not gonna just break down everything all willy-nilly just because I'm a fist only run, because it might be useful whenever after we do the challenge and I can play the game normally on New Game Plus or something, you know. Absolutely, good tip though, and one I will certainly heed. All right, so this is there's gonna be like bombs and vases and stuff if I'm not mistaken. You got to be a little careful here, because the enemies that just swing like mad. I don't remember which vases are which though. These? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe not. He did a 6-hit combo at that range. That was really strange. He's still doing it. And that's because you don't know how to manage your range. That is why you will die, sir. He's doing an attack from a mile away. Not cool. Not cool at all. Matthias says, I'm literally the same way. Armor sets and weapons are like Pokemon to me. Yes. I feel the exact same way with games that I care about and really like. Like, even on challenge runs, I have a hard time being like, nope, I got to stop. I cannot be doing this right now. Because I'm like, I want to collect everything. It feels so bad not to. Oh, whoa. That works. I don't remember the glowing effect. Oh, okay. The shaman is hard one to get, and I'm assuming the shaman is probably the one I need to get the nether upon doing those attacks. So that's fine. We'll get everything we need, hopefully. That's the plan, anyways, right? Learn the game, learn the mechanics, learn what we can optimize our build, even though it has restrictions. Okay, this is probably where we trying to figure out at what point I need to skip forward a little bit. Okay, so this guy's already aggroed. I'm gonna have to kite them all and bait them all over here. That's fine. I can take out the archers pretty easy. They have no health. I have plenty of heals as well. You and your little fake. That's not gonna work with me, buddy. I thought there were more little dudes. Yeah, here's another little guy. I thought that was a blowy uppy. No, that's the smoky ones. Okay. Come here. That didn't do anything. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. Run, little man. How are they tank? Oh, I guess the archers are much weaker, so. Hello, friend. Just didn't know you're so eager to fight me. Oh my gravy. There's gotta be another. Here you go. Lovely. Give me my health. So like I said, one thing they do need to fix is like when I'm doing the brutal attack, the enemies around should be staggered, or you should have some more iframes, because you're literally you lose your iframes almost immediately. So I feel like that's pretty that's something that they should fix. Like those are fixes to me that should be done, not nerfing a boss. Oh, Zach says no, it's a set you get from a secret boss, found it yesterday. Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah, because you're one of the few that have beat it on New Game Plus. Probably one of the first platinums, right? Which, congrats to you, my friend. But yeah, you guys know I don't really go for platinums either. Not my thing. I go for trophies. Not in a trophy or achievement hunter unless it's like super rare and it just seems to be like, it's like, ooh, that would be a nice challenge. Okay, let's go kill the archers. Hold on, is somebody trying to shoot me still? He is. Okay, run, run, run. You bastard, how did you hold that? That is no cool. Not cool. No cool. That's no cool. Forgetting my English. Water enhancer. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's bad. Sorry for screaming. What are you gonna do, brother? Got some health back at least. Gosh. Oof. You can brink guard the arrows. You can. Yeah, I know you can. I learned that in the closed beta test. But I was trying to just dodge. You know what I was trying to test, actually, because I don't remember. Neglected grace. Oh, nice. I got a better version of it, probably. What I was trying to test was if you dodge, if you perfect dodge, do you have iframes? Like so if the arrow is going and you perfect dodge it, can you actually go through it, or do you actually need to move away from it? That's what I was looking at. But I didn't time it right, so. But you certainly can perfect guard the arrows, or brink guard them. You are correct. Now that hurt, you losers. I'm here. You're dead. The little one's dead. Eek! Don't chase me! We have an elite coming up after this. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. Ooh, I forgot about the 6th hit. I don't know why. Wow! You make one mistake. That's all it takes. You make all it takes. One mistake. Okay, so... Damn it. And then if you get impatient, you start rushing and you're gonna make more mistakes. So we can't just be like, oh, we lost a lot of time. There's no time limit, right? We will do what we can in the time allotted. Unfortunately, these guys, they do aggro quite a distance. I mean, they don't follow you into the depths of hell, but they get pretty close. Ah. This little guy right here is really the one bothering me. Okay, no more fooling around. I keep missing that 6th hit. There you go, better. Get some health back. You can go through attacks with a perfect dodge. The spear has dodge negate damage when you do this. Ooh. Nice. That's awesome. Alright, let's go kill this guy real quick. Alright, do you want to do what you did last time? That was really cool. Archers are weak. Alright, now we go and do the same thing. Only thing I really need is the item that was right over here. Let's see. Not enough range. Oh, I didn't know I could dodge and activate. That was dumb. Okay. Now we just punch a handful of these guys. Oh no, I have no stamina. No! I'm a coward. Okay. Yeah, the greatsword got buffed. I saw the greatsword got buffed and the spear got nerfed, which I think the spear is incredible. I'm probably going to use this spear if I ever do play through a normal. Even though I really like the dual wielding. It feels right because, you know, it's like his weapon. Dang, yeah, that's huge. Huge buffs. Well, now I'm worried because I don't have all the health I want. Dummy. Thank you. We got this idiot. What? Why aren't you fighting me? I wanted to activate this other one. Hi. Can you not fit? Okay, if you can't fit, I'm not worried about you then. He doesn't know how to use ladders. He didn't know how to shimmy. There's a bomb here too. Okay, cool. So this is for you. Oh my gosh! How are you guys alive? Oh. Where did what's-his-nuts go? There's no way I killed him, right? Oh, he just got tired of me. I don't blame him. Did I have another urn somewhere? No. Health. Run, B, run. Exactly. That's exactly what I was doing. Run. Run, Forrest. Run. Alright. I want to say I think I fight that elite before. Yeah, it's cool. So now we know. Let me just confirm. Yeah, this is where we fight the elite. I'll die to him, so do I have enough to level or no? It almost doesn't matter, because we're about to circle back around. One shot a boss with brutal was satisfying. Nice. Yeah, that's sounds delicious. One shotting a boss. Elite enemies are powerful enemies with high health and stamina. They possess powerful abilities such as frenzy, attribute-based weapons, and health or stamina absorption. Once defeated, they do not respawn. I wasn't sure if there was an AoE. I should have dodged laterally. I want to be able to use Spirit as like a, oh my gosh, as a like you go Kaioken mode or Super Saiyan mode for a bit. And you get like increased damage, even so that way even with bare fists I could use it. Right now the only way I can even benefit from that is a javelin, but I can't use a javelin because it's not a fist. So even when I'm blocking, it's hurting me, so that sucks. Balls, I'm dead because I have no stamina. We had 8,600 locker. That's no problem because we're going to sprint through everything now. Now it doesn't matter. We will sprint through everything. We've already completed everything, cleared what we need. Just need to get there. Ow. Sprint. Oh, okay. Okay. They all want peace. Veronica the Advocate. I found that's one of the allies. Nice. There's a way they can fall. Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. So they aggro, man. All the way over here, into the fight. Where the hell did the big guy go? Oh. So now I just have to kill these idiots. Can you jump down here? No. Can I cheese you? No. This is dumb. Wait, did I piss off the big guy? Something happened. The music changed. I wish the potent combo for unarmed was a little bit better. It's kind of trash right now. screen goes Scooby-Doo when elites are nearby. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Alright, well, we got the gem for Veronica. We know that she's an ally. Right now I have Keshta. He's in the top right-hand corner. It doesn't seem like you can select him from here, so is what it is. Tis what it is. Guard stamina damage increase. Ah. I'm guarding every 2 seconds. Every single freaking strike, so I might as well, right? Alright, come on, brother. What is that? That was so slow. That was like a Margit level charge or delay. Ow. Ooh. I'm gonna heal because I don't want to die to this guy. And we know we can't just tank endlessly because he does have his little ice imbuement. So that makes us more susceptible even when we are blocking. I'm gonna use my brutals from the, or attack him from behind now at least. I missed! Okay. Now I'm gonna have to do it from the front. I'm so far away. Why did I even try that? Damn, this dude's tanky. You're tanky boy. He's slow though, so that's our bet. That's what, you know, the good thing. If there's a good thing against fighting a giant lizard. 42 bosses, 50 uniques per Zax. And there's 7 areas, or 7 acts, 6 areas, something like that. Nice. Oh gosh. I figured he was gonna do that. Overdue. So tanky. The Butcher's Pauldron. Okay, cool. I like it. So we got a gem over there. Nothing over here. I just sworn there's like... Oh, that's right. I think that's where you fall and die. Maybe both. Who knows? Yes. Yes. 4 acts. The screen goes Scooby-Doo. Okay, so what the hell just happened? I remember there being a path that you have to walk, because I remember dying in the beta test too. But both of them seem to be traps. The first trap of that sort is in the ice area with the monkeys. Oh, that was so annoying. These guys follow you though. I mean, they certainly do track us. These won't, I don't think. Well, maybe he does, because there ends up being 2 of the big... Yeah, so this one does track me all the way to the depths of hell. And then his little brother does too. Each act has different amount of maps with bonus missions. Oh, okay. So 4 acts total, but they all have a different amount. Okay. This guy won't respawn anymore. We know that. I can't believe they follow you that far. That's so dumb. At least we tried both sides. That was my best attempt at a Dark Souls death sound. I don't remember what I did last time, but I do remember falling to my death, and I was like, trip. They have a track. I mean, what? What? I can't. No, they do have a trap. Yeah, it's a word. It didn't register as a word. That was so weird. They have a trap set and a trick immediately after an elite boss. That's just so funny. Or elite enemy, you know, it's so funny. Get away from me! Away! Where's my... Oh, I have to do these. That's right, that's right. This one's all jacked up. Oh no! Now I have to fight these bros again, don't I? Damn it. Ow, my back, my back. At least it's only these 2. I wish I could cheese them from here. If I had a proper weapon, I could. No, let me get a hit in. Away with you. Not very nice, little demon lizards. Can't lock on for butt right now. There you go. Get wrecked, thank you. Get him! Okay, puzzle. We got this chick. She needs to face this way. He always spins them clockwise, which is fine, but I need to... I guess I could position myself in a better area. Okay, you're good. You go clockwise, so you're gonna be good. And she's backwards. We're gonna turn her all the way around, 180 degrees. Do the puzzle spin yes, yes. Thank you so much, Zax. Yep, you are correct. I don't know why I forgot about that. And they're right there. Whenever I was fighting the boss or the elite the first time, I ran up here and I noticed the spin, and I remembered that from the but then I forgot after, of course, we beat him. And yeah, this is where I'm like, hey, this is cool. Boom, died. So it happens. I wonder... I just broke the challenge. I failed the challenge. We gotta restart the whole game. We're restarting the whole challenge, guys. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think there's a way for me to get back there. Is that Shiva or something? Looks like Shiva. I don't think there's a way to get back there, so we're gonna use our javelin. We didn't deal damage to an enemy using that, so that's why I'm just kidding. It's fine. Later, when you use spear, you can just kick enemies off the map or into the water. Nice. That's what I like to hear. This is Sparta style. So at least we have all the soul stones, or the spirit stones. I forget what they're called. I called them soul cores, but apparently they're called something different. You're weak. Ow, ow. Never mind. His attacks are so slow that that makes it really hard for me to dodge. I can't wait till somebody's like, you used the hammer right there. You know? Whenever they're watching through. That's gonna be my favorite. Ow. Lovely. Fire resistance elixir. I think that's where it came from. I just got mixed up. Yep, I came from there. This now opens up this other pathway. We should be near, yep, this stone, well, on the other side of the little stone. Here we find another big guy. That's gonna be awesome. Love it. Can't wait. And then we have this. Okay, lovely. Is this where my little save spot is? Let's level. Get this up to 30. We'll go down, and then we have a giant, like, two-handed sword, great sword man. I remember I was complaining, I was like, you know, I haven't seen one of those guys in a while. Those are the hardest enemies so far. And then boom, he appeared. And it was pretty funny. Give me iframes. Very nice. Kicked an elite that pissed me off of bridge. One kick, man. That's all it took. There he is. There's my friend. Ah, the slow attacks. Overhand strike and a punch. And then I'm gonna run into him and because I'm greedy. Ugh. Give me back my health. It's my health you took away. He's doing the same 3-hit combo. He can always follow up, but that follow-up is gonna have to get me. No! Really, sir? That pisses me off. I almost got knocked off the ledge. He hasn't done the really bouncy one that's fast. I like that fast combo. That's the one. That's the one, big guy. I have no stamina. Good thing is you can still perfect guard even with 0 stamina, which is really nice. That's very generous, because normally you can't. But if your stamina is broken, yeah, you're just kind of screwed. As you should be. Just creeping behind him. I dodged it. How many times do I have to dodge that, I wonder? We need to get on the same level, actually, because this is not a game where you can, like, kind of use that to your... You can use it to your advantage, but it's also easy to mess up your... Or, for me, my timing and stuff, because we're at different elevations. It throws me off. I used all my heals for that. That was terrible. Last time I did the same thing, I checked. Is there like something we can jump off and secret passage this? I don't think so, but... I think I came from there. Ah, yes. There's life in him yet. Can't wait to just be able to upgrade my armor, because I'm certainly not going to be farming. Punch! There's a chest over there. Am I going to fall through the ground if I try and get it? See, this is a it made a click. Okay, I'm fine. There was a click, and it scared me. Nothing, nothing. I guess we just drop down. Like, oh, we can't go back. And then we just do this. That's the third layer. Then we have to fight the Blade Phantom again. Oh, those Revenants, actually. Those guys are tough. I remember dying to them multiple times. Depending on the weapons they use, it's...
We've stopped the energy escaping.
Good. That's where they want us to go. I have no heal, so I will certainly die. Those are those little bros. Oh, I'm locked. I'm blocked off. Hmm. Where's the shortcut to the save point if I die? I am gonna die, so that's why I'm looking for it. That's fine. We'll figure it out when we get there. I think I'm on the other side of this.
Who dares awaken the spirit of the warrior?
Oh gosh. I'm sorry. I missed. I need health. That was a nice move, but I can't see anything. Ooh, that was awesome. Nah. That was so cool, but I died, which is not cool. I don't know how the heck am I supposed to heckin' get back here? Oh, okay. I did see the hole on the other side, but I guess the gate comes up, so that's what happens. It's magical. Ow. Stop with your endless combo. Matthias says, the Blade Phantom's voice reminds me of the sound reminiscent of Mark Hamill's voice of the... Yeah! Especially whenever he's playing as the character in, what's it called? Darksiders, or... What's the name of the game where you play as, like, the Four Horsemen? He was the, one of the specters there, too. Mark Hamill voiced it. You know what would be awesome? You stop blocking, or stop strafing, really. Your strafe are so annoying, bro, because my attack is slow. Yes! No, he did the thing. He tried to use a brutal attack on me. Golly. Iframes, mister? Darksiders, yeah. Yeah, he did the voice for Volt. He sure did. That was awesome. Ah. How in the balls? Oh, he did a brutal. I was like, how did he still pull off that whole thing? Keep blocking, buddy. That wastes a ton of your stamina. No! Don't heal. I cannot stun this idiot because he keeps doing this. Who's gonna lose their patience first? Probably me. Get wrecked, Revenant of Adversity! Netherworld Rift. Khazan can activate a Netherworld Rift through his pact with the Blade Phantom. Activating the Rift summons spirits that may either assist or attack or assist him. Spirit of Advocacy. Those guys look so cool. Activating the Golden Netherworld Rift summons the Spirit of Advocacy to fight alongside Khazan in battle. A Lacrima of Circulation is required to summon the spirit. Activating the Crimson Netherworld Rift summons the Remnant of Adversity to attack Khazan. Defeating the Revenant of Adversity will yield a Lacrima of Circulation. Oh, okay, so that's the synergy there. That's right. You kill the red ones to get the ability to summon the gold ones. This is also how you level up your little allies, too. GG's. Thank you.
They appear in places where netherworld energy has become stagnant. Most are spiteful, malicious creatures.
Yes.
Desiring only to fight. But some might give help. If you have something to offer.
Maybe a Lacrima of Circulation. Are there, I mean, I'm gonna check. I don't remember getting anything from these little items before, but gold maybe. I love gold. GG's. There should be a bunch of bros around here, right? Ah, yes. Oh, and so it begins. The grind to defeat Viper. I'm just shy. Upgrade stats, I will soon. Phantom abilities. Can I give her the stone? Deliver the ghost gem to Veronica. Spirit of advocacy damage increases. Wow. Very cool. Khazan's memories. We're gonna chill here for a bit, and then the crevice. Nope, we're not doing any of that. Okay. We are good to go. Popcorn is ready. Let us relax. It's gonna be a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit because I'm gonna die a lot. I need to relearn Viper's phase 1, and then of course phase 2 always terrified me. So I'm gonna try and just attack him and be very vicious and parry when I can. I haven't parried at all this entire stream actually. So yeah. This is the, yeah, I don't want to use that, but thank you. Thank you for the offer. Oh, that's beautiful. That looks so cool.
What is that powerful energy? The leader of the Dragonkin, perhaps?
That energy I can sense. It feels like his Mars. But how can that be?
Finally, he says something. Also, we should be able to sprint infinitely if there's no enemies nearby. Just saying.
Why do you look at me like that? Are you here to avenge Hismar?
Probably. I remember that. I don't think I'll be able to break his horns, that's the problem. Okay, so that's the combo I need to get better at. So don't have the timing down for it yet. We do have iframes. I remember that now. With this fight in particular, actually. He's doing all his baby combos right now. Made the big ones. Need to get him to phase 2. Can't break his horn, so I'm gonna have to just do enough damage. Still too early. There you go. Missed both of those. Oh, I haven't tried parrying yet. What am I thinking? Well, I guess let's just fight him, right? And then what I'm comfortable with, and then we'll do the parries after we die a million times. Whoa. Ooh, he's getting angry now. Oh, how did I not dodge that? I just grab. I remember that vaguely. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's just his big combo. Okay. I don't know what that was. Okay. That's him preparing us for phase 2. Do something harder. That works. Oh, he's doing things. Move, cat. My cat just keeps trying to rub on my leg. I'm like, not right now. You're distracting me. It tickles. Move, kitty cat. She only does this when I'm streaming, by the way. I don't know why I didn't try to just parry that, yeah, or guard that. Wish I could break your horns, brother. Just can't. Oh my goodness. That was very close range and I had a wall. So I actually got pressed up against it even though I was trying to dodge really hard. It doesn't let you. Hey, I remember that combo. You haven't done that yet. Wait, my back. Okay, I was stunned. I need health, so. Aha! If I could parry, this could go way faster. I'm gonna try doing parries because I'm about to die anyways. No! That was dumb. I tried to perfect guard that or break guard that, but that's easier to dodge through. Well, shoot. That was our first attempt. That wasn't too bad, right? That was not too bad. Oh, wait. And it's not enough. Okay, cool. Another thing that I think the game does that makes it kind of nice is if you just fight the boss, you get XP. You don't even have to win. So I think that's really interesting. And it's another way to level, and if you're stuck, you just keep trying. So I don't think they need to have nerfed anything. They had it fine the way it was. Very against nerfs. Well, as we proved, we can guard most of his stuff. I just need to see if I can parry most of it. I haven't got the timing down yet. Too early. I have to find the right strikes to parry as well, so obviously I'm not doing that either, so. There you go. Yeah, right now this is all parry practice, so if you're like, why are you sucking so bad your second attempt? I'm not, I'm just trying to get my parries down. Okay, we won't do that flourish either. Too early. I keep trying to parry that flourish and I shouldn't. I had no stamina, that was my bad. I did the flourish, I'm sorry. I just wanted to see if I could. I never do what I say, do I? That's a good strike. You gotta go way earlier on the flourish if you're actually gonna try and do it. I'd rather do the strike, that strike right there. That's the one I like. I found one I like, guys. Ooh. Too early? If I say that, it means that's my timing and how I missed the parry. Yeah, that's much better. That was too late. I did attempt it there as well. I always try on the opening strike. I do not try on subsequent strike necessarily. It's not very smart to do. This used to suck you in. I don't know if it does anymore, but that used to actually suck you in. I don't know why I've missed that both times, but... He got me. Blade Phantom, you're not talking trash? Usually he's like, you weakling. Oh, I have enough. Let's level. Alright, let's do this. I feel confident with some of the parries. Only really with the opening strike he does like that right there. It's a decent strike. Other than that, I don't really like it too much. The flourish is hard to distinguish the two. Like that is clearly the attack, but when you're like in the midst of it, it's kind of hard. I was way too early, unfortunately. That's the flourish. Okay, see, man, it's a similar wind up. That's what makes it a little tricky, and the timings are way different. That's the attack. That's the flourish. Damn it. He moves his hips differently on that one. That's why I should check it. Like, that's the strike. SPCA, isn't it PETA? PETA is the people that make sure you don't punch lizards. I wish I could punch him hard. I need to break his horns. That's the flourish. See, as he turns in his knee a little bit and his hips go out. I need stamina. PETA. SPCA, I think, is like the shelter. That's where we got our cats. We got our cats from the SPCA. That's like the little animal shelter. That's the flourish, damn it. I don't know why I tried to parry that. I knew it was. Get my health back, please, sir. Thank you. Flourish. Now it's sucking me in. Okay. Chopping me up here. Had no stamina. I hit him in the horns, I could feel it. It felt so good, but only when his little head's down. No stamina. Oh, I barely dodged that. That was insane. I'm too greedy. I stopped him. Oh, really? Forgot about that. I don't know the cadence now because I'm way too far away, so staying away from it. Flourish, damn it. Good thing it barely does any damage, but still. Ow. Get wrecked, Viper! PETA. Yeah, PETA would be pissed, me punching this little gecko guy. His name's Viper, but he's like a lizard, dude. He's a lizard. He's not, is a lizard a reptile? I'm confused now. Are lizards reptiles? I don't remember anymore. I think they are. But are snakes reptiles? Yeah, they're reptiles too. Never mind. Viper's just not the right name, brother. You're a lizard. And a viper is a kind of snake. So get educated. Her. I can't do anything. I have no stamina. I just need to punch him one time. Phase 2 prep. Yes. Not gonna lie, phase 2 intimidates me. I get actually very nervous and scared on phase 2. I have no clue what I'm gonna do in terms of parries or blocks, but missed, dummy. I'm just getting hit by everything. I will take you to the next phase. I don't care what happens. You're going to phase 2 today, brother. How did I miss that? Get out of here. Phase 2, baby. We got to phase 2 using only our fists. Man, the graphics look fantastic. What does he do here? Doesn't he stab himself? He absorbs it. Oh my gosh. Unlimited power. He needs a lozenge. And then boom. See, this part is scary. I mean, it's the visibility seems like it's less. It's just tough. It's a tough sequence. Phase 2, what? Phase 2, baby. Fists only. What an excellent transformation. My gosh. Boom. Doesn't his face change too? He is so angry. I thought his face. Well, usually because that break his horns. That's right.
The power of his mark.
Yeah. Okay. Phase 2 lasted for 2 seconds. Usually he rushes you and he does like an uppercut and then a punch attack. I remember that. Like he rushes and he's like ka-cha, ka-cha. He's like ka-cha. That sucks. But the fact is we got their fists only, so kind of amazing. Yes. Yes it is. We're gonna beat them. I just need to get him to phase 2 faster. That way I can practice phase 2 more. And the only way to do that quickly is to parry as much as possible. We've already proven we can brink guard everything he can throw at us, so every single combo, so not a problem. We got a parry now. What can we parry that wasn't there before? I don't think you win this one. Oh, you'll be surprised then, my friend. I will win. I'll do it with my fist. You'll see. This is the fight that everybody was complaining about. So much so that the devs nerfed it, which is disgusting, but it's fine. I wanted to face him at his finest, at his peak form. I'll definitely win though. I just need to make sure that I have all the heals possible, so I might even change my gear to the other set, the Fallen Hero set. We'll certainly beat him though. I have no intention of stopping here. I'm not going to stop at a fight where everybody was complaining. If the masses complain at a fight, that means I must be better. I can't stop there. Doesn't matter how long it takes. I will beat Viper using my fists, and then we can move on and get to the part of the game I've never seen before. The key is keeping as many heals as possible for phase 2 as well. I can literally brink guard every single one of his attacks though, so now we just need to focus on parrying as many of his attacks as possible. I really only see the one, which is this right here, that I can comfortably do. Yeah, you're burning through your heals. Same thing I just did, but I have to get to phase 2 so I can practice as much as possible. And then, because this phase is the easy phase. Phase 2 is very difficult, and for me. So I want to be able to comfortably, like, be calm in phase 2. I remember always panicking in phase 2 because I was like, oh my gosh, and he's just bigger and he's just so much more aggressive. The visibility seems less. It does a great job of like making me like, oh my gosh, I pissed him off. And I love that about this game. The boss fights are so epic in this game. People will call it blocking or parry simulators and all that, but it's like, no. It definitely requires skill. I would be interested to see how people think about Wukong Fallen Dynasty or Sekiro or Liza P. Bad timing there. Actually, I'll get my health. Just getting to phase 2 is crazy. Yeah, especially when it was like, I don't know, within 5 attempts. So that's good. We'll get him to phase 2 many times. Hopefully, I won't have to practice phase 2 so much, but honestly, I believe I will. He's got quite a bit of attacks in phase 2, and his big ass arm is so hard to read. Like this guy I can almost brink guard like instinctively. His attacks are quite easy to read for me. But the ones that aren't easy to read are when he's in phase 2. His whole dynamic changes up, but I can parry just about any, or brink guard just about anything he can throw. As long as he's facing me directly and we're this close, I'm very confident in it. I think I'm gonna have to get to where I can phase 2. I can parry phase 2 very consistently, and I don't even know his attacks yet, so you have to know the attacks to be able to comfortably parry. So that's my concern. Sekiro's the definition of get good. Yeah, that's why I think I'd like that game a lot. Definitely my style. Gotta get in close because now the timing's a little off. There you go. And I'm very confident in this first phase. I'd like to get here with as many heals as possible, or in phase 2. So if I could get to phase 2 with 3 heals, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, he added that attack. Threw me off because I was actually charging up a potent strike there. You got me, Viper, that time. Wait, I need to heal. No! Okay, I had to scratch my eyeball. I think they telegraph so well in this game. Gotta try parrying more. That's how we're gonna save our health and get to phase 2 quicker. Bad on my part. Whenever I... Oh, he changed it again. He could have backed up into the grab attempt there, but he didn't. There's the grab attempt. You see how he chained that together? That was really nice. We're using lots of heals, but it's fine. I need to get to phase 2 regardless. It doesn't matter. Any chance I can get to phase 2, I will. Because I have to learn his attacks. Otherwise, it doesn't matter how good we get at phase 1 if we never get to phase 2 enough times to practice his moveset. Because I'm very afraid of phase 2. It's very intimidating, and it makes me panic. So I need to calm down, and I need to see it enough to not be afraid of it. Because your visibility is really bad, and he's big as hell. He's way more like ferocious and animalistic, so he doesn't move the same. Here he moves much like a man. And I fear no man. Oh, I wish I had stamina at the end of that so I could punish. I was too late there. Tried the parry, but I went for the parry a little too late. I hesitated. I thought he was doing the flourish at first, but he was not. Doesn't matter. Gotta get to phase 2. Have to ensure I get to phase 2 as much as I can. One more hit, please. I just recovered stamina in time. I'm gonna try something stupid here. Get wrecked.
The power of his mark.
Balls, man. He's got shite tons of health. Okay, I can deal with that. He's not doing the uppercut anymore. I tried doing a parry. I don't know why I would try that there, but... Oh, man. Emmanuel says you should have some healing items in your inventory. Yeah, I agree, but the thing is, I don't want to get into the habit of using them before I'm actually confident in that phase, because if I start using them, then I'm going to deplete them, and I won't have any left. Like, kind of like Matthias did. So Matthias burned through all his consumables, right? I did the same thing in the closed beta test, and I don't want to make that mistake again. If I were to have something in there, we need definitely, like, let's see, a way to increase health. So these would be okay, but something that does health, like maybe even more health than that. Only thing is this. So I wouldn't mind having that, like say I get like an amazing attempt or whatever, that'd be fine. But I don't want to get used to using them yet, because I don't deserve to use them yet, right? Because I haven't really done anything. And phase 2, getting to phase 2, I knew I could do. This phase is easy for me. Phase 2 is very hard. If I can get to phase 2 faster, saving my heals, then that's what I need to do. And so that means I need to do more parries, because I need to speed this up. Punch his tail. Yeah. I gotta get there with minimal damage. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I need to change my gear. The whole point is I shouldn't really get hit anyways, and if I am, I need to have a heal. So if I change to the Fallen Star gear, I'll have 1 additional flask. Or Netherworld charge. That means I have 5. I'm so greedy, and that's why I got hit. I knew that was gonna happen. I was charging a potent blast there. I'll get my health back, but still that was annoying. I could have used that to attack him from behind and do more damage instead. But yeah, that's why I'm not using them just yet. But I'll go ahead and equip them just in case I get like an amazing attempt. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this could be the one. This could be the one. That wasn't good. Get wrecked, brother. All the way wrecked. How did I get hit there? Not good. Want my health back. And I just realized that the second phase has so much freaking health. He's got so much health. Punch his horns. He could have chained into his grab, but instead he did that combo. Now he's chaining into his grab. He's getting a little cheeky. Keep looking down. Sorry, it's because I keep getting emails and texts and whatever else. Making sure it's not an emergency. Ooh, I don't know the timing on that. I missed it though, whatever it was. I can't tell if I was too early or too late. What the hell? I don't like that one when he does his little flippy flip thing. That sucks. I got greedy there and I just had no stamina, but I was smashing to make sure I'd hit him before he hit me. Copy, copy. The grabs always have a nice sound effect, which is nice too. Like, they just did so well. The combat in this game is phenomenal. See if we can get the parry. Not off the flourish though. I should have tried there. Too late. That was too late. Okay, good. At least I know it. I couldn't read the last one. That was too hard for me to read. Force that one. Need to go for the parries, but I am a little cautious. I don't know why. Like, that should have been a parry attempt. don't know why. I'm just really hesitant to parry. I just freeze up. I just tried there. Ooh, that was scary. It's always at this part when I start using all my heals. Don't want to do that. My health back. I don't have any stamina. There you go. No stamina. I missed him, got hit, and then I was out of stamina there. Not good. One heal left, darn it. I get sloppy at the end. It definitely is a war of attrition. Hit him. There you go. What I was trying to do. This is why I wish I had the ability to hurt enemies on a perfect guard, because all of these guards that I'm doing aren't doing any damage other than to the stamina of the enemy. But if I had my weapons equipped, specifically the dual wielding, I would be able to deal damage to them, and it would be a thing of beauty. Broke his arm off. Okay. Well, we have like no heals, right?
The power of his mark.
Lovely. He's not nearly as ferocious. Like, he's still tough. I'm not saying he's not, but if you watch the closed beta, that dude's running at you the whole time. It's terrifying. And he doesn't do the follow-up uppercut anymore. It's so weird. Damn. Oh, what do we do? Got to get better in the first phase even. Even better. Oh, we need to change the armor set. Also, we can look at, like, what can we apply? Ooh, 40 max. Ah, I like that better. Let's go for that. All about the damage. I need way more damage anyway, so. What am I doing? All the things. Vitality tome. Okay, and can anything help me here? Obviously, I think we're pretty much capped out on what can benefit us here on this tree. Not until we get to level 20. Javelin we can't use, and we can't do a counterattack because we don't have a weapon. So there is no animation unless I have a weapon equipped. So L1 in circle does nothing. Unless I have a weapon equipped, then L1 in circle does something. So I can't do that. I can do the parry, as we've proven a million times already. Damn, the hero's helm in the set is just fantastic. I'm gonna lose a shoot ton of defense. But I mean, whatever. Let's try it, right? I'm losing double everything right now. It is what it is. The Fallen Star. Keshta the Unyielding. Yeah, so my defense has come down a lot, but hold on a sec. I didn't put the featsies on, okay. Netherworld energy increase, that's what I did this entire thing for. So technically we now have a little bit more stamina, some health, stamina recovery. Hopefully this will allow us to stay on the offensive. Now if we rest, we should have our 5th Netherworld charge. And that'll give us another heal. That means we can have more room for error in phase 1. At the same time, that also means that we have a lot less defense, so. Why does he look so big? I can see more, I guess. He looks so much bigger because I can actually see. I don't have a giant puffy cloak. That's interesting. Flourish. Damn it, damn it, damn it. That's the one I needed to do. Ooh, I tried parrying that like an hour too late. I couldn't get 5 in a row because I'm a coward. But I tried. What the hell? Why didn't he do his jump attack? He didn't do his jump out of that little tornado. That was so weird. That was insane. That really threw me off. And he did his little boomerang with the vertical slice, and that always gets me. Oh, I don't know why I kept going attacking. Got greedy. I forgot how much better the visibility was with the Fallen Star armor. It is infinitely better. That way that's why I'm able to parry so much easier. I had to adjust with the hero armor. Alright. Gotta stay focused still. Sweet. Pretty good attempt so far. Now we're in phase 2.
The power of his mind.
That's the attack. You haven't done that in 3 attempts, brother. That's cheap. Thank you, Shayla. I appreciate it. I need to heal so I can do this. Don't know how I didn't block that. No stamina. Try parrying that. Alright, we're gonna go to heal, and then we're gonna be a little more cautious now. I need to get behind him consistently. I tried parrying that. I knew I only had 1 hit left, so I tried parrying it. So we got the second phase of Viper down to about 75%. That was with fists only, so that's pretty good. Pretty good. And that was with my first attempt using this set. This set allows me to, my opinion, see the attacks much easier because I don't have any gear up top. So I can actually really easily see every attack the enemy's doing. Whereas if I'm wearing the hero armor, then my vision's obstructed. Honestly, the only thing we need is more heals. That's really, I mean, you know, ultimately. And just so that you know, I would never use a phantom, but if I did use a phantom, the reason why it would be bad for me is because I know how to face every single boss right whenever I'm like up in their person, right? But if the aggro is somewhere else, their movesets start changing and the timing for the moves and your range gets all off, so I couldn't even be as effective if I summoned a phantom, just so you know. I'd actually be worse off. I have stamina, I'll always damage them while they're stunned, but don't always have the opportunity. A lot of times I'm out of stamina. But this set happens to have tons of regen. And I'm really light. I can tell the fatigue is setting in because I'm on my mind. I'm like, I'm playing and my mind's wandering. I'm like, whoa, I'm getting tired. These when you have to perform like almost flawlessly, like, and it becomes like a vigilance task, and you have to do it over a period of time. It's just really taxing on your mind. So I can tell, I'm like, yep, I'm getting fatigued. Not able to read moves and stuff, make, you know, little mistakes and whatever else. This is usually why I just do 3-hour long streams, because if I just was playing a game and casually doing it, I could do longer streams, but man, doing it at this level is pretty tough for an extended period of time. Oh, he hit me right in the face. And I dodged back too, anticipating that strike. I should have done that one too. I should have attempted the parry there. I lacked the courage. Try to fit in a little attack there, and that actually got me hit 3 times, so normally I can pull that off. My timing was just off. He initiated that attack at a really strange angle. That's why I'm not getting any of my perfect parries. I hate when he starts off with that. It missed me. Alright, we gotta go for a parry because I'm getting tired. Until I'm slipping. Wish I could break his horns. No stamina, had only enough stamina for one dodge. Break. Alright, so we can get him to phase 2 pretty consistently, that's awesome. How did I not block that? Gotta go for parries, so. Tried that one too. Those are too fast. Go. Okay, we're gonna heal. Don't have any stamina. Gotta go for health now, unfortunately. Too early. Damn it. And I just missed that entirely. I didn't go for the attempt there. Should have. No, that's the 4-hit combo. Oh no, that's his big rage combo. Well. We can get him pretty consistently. I mean, we can get him to phase 2 pretty consistently. He is a bastard, though. There is no doubt about that. I think we get him down to like 75% health in phase 2. Oh no. Hate that attack. We don't like that one. He's extending this attack because he did his little boomerang. He's just angry because I parried his ass off in early phase. I get it. I'd be angry too. I don't know if it was because I was on slightly different elevation there that I missed. I felt the timing was perfect. That was weird. Too early. I messed up. I pulled the parry off too early there. Or I attempted it too early. Need to get him off this elevation. There you go. If we're on flat ground, we'll be better off too. I tried it again, but I missed. I've missed that multiple times. I think I'm doing it too early. I don't think it's an elevation thing. Because that was the same timing and we're on the same elevation, so. Wasn't sure what that was. Haven't seen that attack in a little bit, so that one always throws me off. He does it so rarely. I don't know why I tried to get that hit in so desperately. It's too late on that parry attempt, so I got hit in the face. There you go. Okay. Just hopping around, okay, brother? Fine by me. Alright. Phase 2. don't know how I don't block that. I don't understand. Go ahead and heal. Too early for my parry attempt. Not what I'm trying to do. There you go. I get hit by that every time. I like the follow-up strike to his big left-hand strike. But he hasn't done it. That's the only one I can really parry consistently. That one. Four hits. Looks like 5 actually, but I only got connected with 4. No, I'm getting a call. Thank you. Every time, man. the hell attack was that? I was not expecting that. No! That was his 3-hit combo. He usually announces that. We almost got him to 50% health on phase 2 fists only. That's pretty impressive. Well, darn. Well, we got to the fight I wanted to get to. We've yet to defeat him, but my goal will be to defeat him as soon as possible. That way we can get to the new content. Of course, we are going to continue right where we left off with this stream tomorrow. So I hope you guys enjoyed. We're able to get this far, and the fact that we can almost get him down to 50%, it's just a skill thing. We can certainly do it. Once he rages and does the whole like jump through the night attack, and we get that down too, he adds some new attacks to his arsenal, to my knowledge, at least from the closed beta test. Apparently he's also been nerfed, so I don't know if his aggression has been nerfed. It seems like it has, or just the combos in general, but in either case, we're going to stay up close and personal, we're going to stay aggressive, and we will beat the Viper in tomorrow's stream. So at least we got to him, we got a lot of practice down, and now it's just a matter of execution. So hopefully we take him down. Just considering that that's fists only, and this is the first time that we got like an hour and a half of practice in, that's not bad at all. We got to phase 2 quite a few times. Phase 1, we've gotten down to where we can parry as well. We can already brink guard just about everything, so I would say excellent progress. Matthias says, worthy attempts, great stream, thank you so much. I think it was pretty solid too. I'm actually really happy with it. This is exactly what I wanted. I would have loved to beat him, but the fact that I know it's possible. There is no reason we can't beat him fists only. So as once we get through this little hump here, we'll finally get into content that I've yet to see, aside from the fact that there's been some optional missions we've been able to see, and some NPCs and things like that. We gotta beat Viper so we can get to the next phase, open up the beginning of the game, and really kick ass. So super excited about what's gonna happen. Fist only is crazy for this boss, so you're doing amazing, great. I appreciate that, and appreciate you also, Emmanuel. We're gonna go ahead and call it here, but just remember, this is gonna be the stream. This is gonna be where it happens. If anyone can do it fist only, it's definitely gonna be me. So I hope you guys tune in tomorrow. We are going to be taking on Viper and hopefully defeating him so we can move on, because I'm really eager to see what's beyond this. This was where the closed beta ended, and I want to see what's beyond. So I want to say thank you all so much for stopping by. Emmanuel says thanks. Absolutely. I had a great time too. This was awesome. Can't wait to see you in the next stream. Don't forget, you guys are the best part of my channel. Please have a great day. Be safe. And Shayla, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, guys. So Shayla has kind of single-handedly carried her and Walter. We will be doing a bonus stream for Bloodborne this weekend then. So Saturday, I'm going to set up the time and see what kind of works best for everybody. And we will be doing a co-op stream for Bloodborne on Saturday. Thanks so much to Shayla and Walter. Shayla did she carried. She did like 3 donations worth. So thank you so much, Shayla. You're awesome. What a great way to end the stream. We're doing a bonus stream, guys. Yes. This will be a Bloodborne bonus stream to kind of commemorate the 10-year anniversary. So super excited about that. Yay. Saturday is going to be awesome then. We're going to have lots of fun. We'll do, we'll get as far as we can. We'll have a lot of different people coming in, and hopefully if you guys are available and have the ability to, anybody's able to just join the session, and we can just get as far as possible. So, oh man, thank you so much, Shayla. It's really appreciate you. Sorry, I can't even speak because you got me off. You caught me off guard. But thank you so much, so awesome. So we'll be doing a bonus stream. Yay! Thanks to Shayla and Walter and everybody else that was supporting. So thank you so much. I'm super excited about it. I really wanted to do it. So this will be an extra day. We can kind of add another stream for the week, and we'll be able to play Bloodborne, which is one of the best games in the world of all time, in my opinion. One of my favorites. So thank you, Shayla. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I will be streaming tomorrow. I need to figure out what we're going to do in terms of Path of Exile 2. So just so you guys know, if any of you guys are playing, there is a stream starting here in like 1 minute. If you go to the Twitch channel, you can get drops. I will not be doing a second stream to show the drops, but you can watch that stream and you can get drops just from that, or anybody else that's playing the game up until midnight tonight. So if you want the drops for Path of Exile 2, it's a free finisher. Be sure to check it out. Anyways, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much again, especially Shayla. So I really appreciate that. We're going to be doing a bonus stream thanks to you. And have a great rest of your day, guys. Until next time, it's the Inhuman One signing out. tomorrow we have to take down Viper, okay? We have to